Guys, check it out. I want to say thanks to the Beach Assassins. He's out in California. He's about to start his channel up. Josh, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. So we're heading out. Sun protected. The only thing exposed is my hands. Put a little lotion on your hands and you're good. So yeah, I found a diamond ring last night, guys. So that's like 3 diamond rings in the last week. So please hit subscribe, like, and the bell. That way you guys can be notified when I find my next diamond ring. It's just a matter of time before I find something like a big, you know, honking carat, something that's worth like thousands of dollars for the resale. You guys know that the diamond ring's only, like that ring I found last night's only 3.6 grams. It's worth $100. It probably sells for $2,000 in the store retail. So I can get few $100s. So don't think that I'm like banking off finding diamond rings. It's just fun to find a diamond ring and then return it to its owner. So yeah, I'm at a beach north of where I was yesterday. Come on, see if we can find something. I want to find like a big fat 20 or 30 gram gold bracelet or necklace or something that I could just take and melt and get some cash for. I'm going to be putting up a link, not a link, but a story about a friend of mine, Mike, who got a story about finding some guy's necklace. The guy was given a $1,500 reward, guys, and Mike said keep the money. So if you don't think that there are some good people in this world, watch this story. I'll be putting the story here like in the next day or two, where Mike went out of his way, took an hour or two out of his time, found this guy's ring, and then told him he didn't need to give him the $1,500 for the reward. I added up the value of this stuff melted, $2,023. So he could have gone to the store and gotten 2 grand for it. So Mike, you're a good dude. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if we can find something. Don't forget to subscribe, tap that bell. See ya. Guys, so I'm gonna head down. Super wavy. This morning it was like flat calm. I come out to hunt the water and it's like super wavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and hunt down the mid-tide line just a little bit, see if I hear any targets at all, and then I'll probably end up heading back down to a swim beach that I know is blocked off. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna do a little bit of hunting. There's not a lot of people at the mid-tide line. And if I'm not in the water, I'm gonna go ahead and use the wireless. A dime. It's a good sign.
What is it? Oh, it's a dime.
There's like a lot of signals right here at the washdown line. I don't know if anybody's hunted this at all. Most of the guys don't even hunt like pennies, right? Guys, what's your excuse? So I was here about a week ago. You were showing a young black girl how to do it. Yeah. I got you on camera. I put you on a video. I'm like, I said, what's your excuse? For real, like I see a 80-year-old guy the other day, and he's got a cane. And I could see him, like he's just struggling down the beach, and he stopped. You could see him go, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. And then he fired through it. So, like, if you're physically able, what's your fucking excuse?
Oh, absolutely.
When there's people that might have a handicap and are firing through it. So that's what I put you on my channel, like, for real, just to show you. And I was in the water looking back, and she busted her ass on the first one.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, she busted her ass on the first.
Swimsuit.
Yeah, yeah. She was. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of why I was filming too, because I'm like, I've seen people. I know what's gonna happen. Exactly what happened was what happened on her first experience, and then they almost don't even want to do it again. But you got her to do it again, to where.
She got pretty good. She got a couple good rides.
Yeah. So I'm cool with that, but. Dude,
I'm
like,
CJ.
CJ, I'm Derek. So I got Metal Detecting channel if you want to check it out. For real, I just show people, like, you don't have an excuse not to get up in the morning. You don't have an excuse to be sad. You don't have an excuse to be this or that. If you want to be successful,
The clock.
cool.
You're live. It's ticking.
Yeah, and literally we all have the same borrowed time. Like, we only have a limited amount of time. And if you want to be sad for yourself, you're going to die being sad for yourself. Or you got the same, let's just say 70, 80, 100 years that everybody's got, and make the best of it for real, for real. So
Everything.
cool. CJ, nice meeting you, bro.
Likewise, man.
And I appreciate, you know, you busting your ass with your limitations. So,
Absolutely.
and it's not even a limitation. You wouldn't even call it that
No, it's
anymore.
an
I
obstacle.
guarantee it. It's absolutely insane. You see everything that's shiny, everything that's shiny where the waves are, that's all huntable. I just came down off the beach. You can see this little bit of a drag mark right here, and there was a signal there, there, and there. So it's insane. You could really just, you could just do up and downs, like up and downs, grid this whole beach off, and you're probably gonna find just ring after ring after ring. What you should do is concentrate in front of areas that have a lot of sunbathers. These hotels have been closed off for the last couple months. They haven't had a lot of sunbathers, so maybe you just want to run down that one little low tide line. I'm not sure. I might, probably what I'll do is I'll head south and then come back north, because I'm parked further north. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Well, what I'll try to do is like a zigzag up and down to try to find the targets, and then maybe a target line will develop, and then you stay along the target line. Guys, so I have a lot of people ask me, they hunt different kinds of beaches than me, right? So here on the Gulf Coast, we have like a slope beach into little waves. And on the East Coast and on the West Coast of California, they get these big waves that create these long flat shelves. That's what this beach is today, right? So I would say if you're on a East Coast beach or a West Coast California beach, this is what you want to look for. See this wet line right here? And you see how where that kid's standing? How you're like, you're looking at this like it's a picture drawing of wet. Those are low spots. Every dip in is a low spot. So I would concentrate on the low spots. Every time it goes in, do some sort of tighter zig on the low spots. So here on this beach, I'm noticing that there's a lot of targets right up off that weed line. So anything on the white sand collects right there at the top line. This is the second line, and then there's that third line. I told you about like first line, second line, third line, and then gone. So we're at about the third day past the waves, second day past the waves. So everything that made it from that first line was probably going to be in this second line. So I'm going to do weaving zigzags. I've already found that most of the targets are already at the top. So I'm going to try to probably focus more to the top. So we'll see. I'll come back and I'll let you know what I found. Crazy, like 14 to 28. Oh, I'm pretty good at pinpointing without the pinpointer. Sounds like a dime. Looks like a dime. So you just saw that the dime creates this crazy 28 to 15 looking thing. So, and again, you're gonna find, like, we're gonna look back and probably create a change line. So second day without the waves, maybe everything's still right at this top coin line. So I'll go a little higher. Right, so all this white sand, this used to all be white sand where I'm standing, right? $13. It's gonna be a pull tab most likely. It's got a 12-13 to it to where maybe it's a nickel. Maybe it's a nickel. I'm still leaning towards pull tab. Piece of a pull tab, even better. $24. It's another dime. So you could pretty much shut the 24s off on this machine, guys. You could really hunt low tones. So anything below a 20, you know, so again, that's where I found the last dime. I'm right in a dime line. It's gonna be probably a good line to hunt. That's 2. It looks like a buckle. That's good though, right? Not a pull tab, it's a buckle. Quarter. Grunt, grunt, like you took the top off it and now it's grunting at me. All -6. All -6. So what changed? What do you suppose changed the signal from positive to negative? You see this gray clay? This is the signal. Sounds like it's out of the hole. So what do you suppose changed the signal from the 30, which we knew it was a quarter, right, to the -6? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. Why is the -6 the number? And when you come across a -6, should you dig it? Because it, I don't know, it's the first gold ring that I find that does that. Obviously I'm right at the spot where that diamond ring did that, but this gray clay, see this gray sand? That's the original beach. So I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing. I'm up and down and on this gray beach. And you guys, you should check out JJ James. Back when I was starting, he was somebody that I watched because he had the Equinox. And I just watched anybody with the Equinox to check out the VDI, right? Because he's really cool. When he dig something up, he'd lay it down in front of the coil so you guys could see what the VDI is. So check out JJ James. He's finally gotten back on the rhythm. He uses the X-Cal a lot, which is one of my favorite machines, guys. The Excalibur 2 is by far one of the best machines. It's a really good saltwater machine. It doesn't touch, I mean, I've had machines, it doesn't touch the X-Cal, I mean the Equinox. As far as everything, you know, it gives you a sound. The Equinox gives you this reading. I don't think the reading's super consistent, but it gives you a lot of depth. Zipper. That's the same as a ring. So another thing I want to do is shout out to Terry Shannon, guys. He's got a video called Hunting the Treasure Coast. I've watched that video like 50 times. Yesterday I had his voice going through my head, and here's a good low signal down here, and I could hear his voice. He's like, I hunt in and out with the tide, and I could hear his voice, and he actually got me the diamond ring. And he just posted, I don't know, I'm friends with him on Facebook. He just posted the rings that he found. And I mean, he found like some crazy rings, guys. And what he does is he's selective. A little bit older, he's getting up in age, and he probably can't hunt as much as I do. So what he does is he'll travel from beach to beach to beach and then find the best spot. So like yesterday, I found a spot, and by the time I got down there, it was dark, and then there was just like targets. And what I did is I hunted all the way down there instead of just heading down there. So today, with looking at what I'm looking at now, like see all the shiny, and I just told you about the shiny, so you could kind of grid across the shiny, but look over there. There's a wet spot halfway up on the beach, and it's kind of what I looked at yesterday, where I was like, okay, there's the spot I'm going to. I went to it and the diamond ring was in it. So what you should do is not waste your time with all this stuff. You should just head right to that spot. So I'm going to change my pattern. I'm going to head down this wet line to that spot, and we'll see what happens. So you guys that are digging these, right, what are you digging? You're digging like a dime, right? Or you're digging a ring. Maybe it's a silver ring, right? But 90% of the time it's going to be this right here, right? A Roosevelt. So 10 cents, was that worth 10 cents to stop and dig this? You know, maybe you're gonna get a ring, right? So if you're hunting gold, hunt the low tones. Anything under 20 will be good. Quarter. Guys, so I'm avoiding pennies, right? So I found the quarter there. There's a humped up penny there, humped up penny there, humped up penny there, and a humped up penny there. Those are all 20s. I'm not saying that they're pennies. I'm saying those are all 20s. And I mean, until just recently, I probably wouldn't dig 20s when I'm on a gold hunt, until I just saw somebody posted something that was ringing at a 20, but he also said it was silver covered gold, or gold covered silver. So all right, so here's the tip. There's the quarter, penny, penny, humped up penny, humped up penny, humped up penny, Found that nickel right there, did a circle. Obviously, if you're collecting coins like this, you're gonna wanna do a circle to see if there's any rings. I did a circle in there's a quarter. Can't really pass up a quarter. Not in that short amount of time that it takes to dig a quarter, right? It's a 19. I don't think I got it out. Oh, look at that. What is that, a ring? What? Look at that. It was a 19. What? What? That's fun. How about if I just hunt back towards the sun for a minute so you guys can watch the sunset? But you see this shiny spot right here. This is a low shiny spot. Wow, like a world-class sunset, guys. Holy moly. Hey guys, wrap up from last night. A little bit of change, couple quarters, a few zinkins, nickel, couple dimes, a couple sinkers. Like I said, the beach is super long. This was probably like a charm or something, had some like blingy diamonds on it at one time, I don't know. Found the number 7 tag, not sure what that tag's from, and yeah, the find of the day, little copper ringer, sweet. Yeah, love you guys, thanks for watching.